How many of you guys live in big cities? All right, so if you live in a big city and you live in a crime city where there's crime just everywhere, that must not be very good. It would suck. Like, you can't even walk down the road where it's safe and things like that. You can't even do anything where it's safe. Like, if you got to worry about walking down the road and you're a pretty woman, you got to worry about getting raped, or you're a guy and you can't even wear your nice stuff out because they're gonna rob you if they think you have money. If you can't even go to the restaurant down there without getting harassed and things like that. You see, guys, we cannot have crime just going crazy throughout our cities. So I saw another a thing where, like, the government, Trump, he's trying to move in and clean up the cities. He cleaned up Washington D.C., and he's also trying to move in and clean up the cities. So I think that's a good thing. Like, I've seen some people protesting against it, and what comes to mind for me is, okay, I used to be a drug addict and I used to do drugs and stuff like that, and I used to do crime. And to me, if you're doing crime or you're doing drugs, then yeah, you're not going to want that. You're not going to want them to clean up their city and stuff like that. But when you have other people who don't do crime and they're over there protesting, I wonder what the heck. I kind of wonder what's wrong with them. You're over here like, no, please don't clean up my city. I don't want it clean. I don't want a safe city where I can walk around and not worry about having to get raped and mugged and all this stuff. Why are you doing that? That is horrible. Oh my goodness, Trump, why are you doing that? It is so, what do they say? It's racist. I'm like, okay, sure, pal. I'm sure it's racist. Okay. Like, I don't even understand their points to any of this anymore. Like, it doesn't even make no sense. No, please don't clean up my city. And then when the Democrats, who kind of trim me out a little bit, like, guys, when you go to vote for someone, do you just vote for someone because you're loyal to them? You've always been a Democrat and that's what you're going to vote for no matter what, even if you see them walking themselves off a cliff, or maybe they're what if they go eat a can of worms? Are you going to be that loyal to them no matter what? And of course, I know they're not doing that. They're not walking off a cliff. They're not eating a can of worms, but their policies are absolutely horrible right now. And like, I don't understand that. Like, don't you guys look at what's best for the country, what's best for us, what's best for the neighborhoods, what's best for you and me? Like, no crime in the cities, that would be a good thing. Clean up the cities. I see a lot of them nowadays and they're like, no, we don't want America to do good. How dare you try and make this a better country? How dare you try and make this a better place for us? This is our neighborhood. This is our neighbors, our homes, our community. What, you're going to make it better? Why are you going to do that? And they're like losing their mind over it. It's almost completely and utterly ridiculous. I'm like, man, guys, let me ask you this. Um, some of those policies would almost turn this place into a third world country. You guys, it's like, what, you live in the best country in the world, and to me, they're a bunch of ungrateful people. They're like, no, this place is horrible and this and that, and they're so angry about it, and they think America is so horrible, yet they're still here. Yet they would not go anywhere else. They would always remain here because they know this is the best place. They're not going to go to a third world country. A lot of them trying to say they want socialism or communism, but I bet you they wouldn't go live in North Korea. Would you guys? Or would you? I bet you wouldn't. Because if you did, you'd be over there right now. And you're free to go do that if you would like to. But no, you choose to remain here. And this is the greatest country in the world, or one of the greatest countries. There's a lot of countries that are really beautiful. Switzerland, and I've seen some other countries and they're very beautiful. And every country has potential to become beautiful and amazing. Who doesn't want their neighborhood and their country to be amazing? I don't know. Sometimes it frustrates me when I don't understand why these people use their emotions to vote or be for a party. Like, a lot of people just hate Trump because they hate him and they don't care what he says or what he does. That hate has consumed their life. They're like little children that can't regulate their emotions. They can't make big boy decisions or big boy choices with their logic side of their brain. They're like little children that don't know how to regulate their emotions, and they're very emotional, and they let their emotions completely dictate all their choices, how they vote, who they're going for, and they use no logic whatsoever. And to me, it scares me. I'm like, these people need our help. I mean, maybe there's a way we could somehow help them. I wish we could, because it makes me sad for them. Anyways, I love you guys. What do you guys think about this? Leave it in the comments. All right.